Hello friends, thank you for joining me for day 2 of our Home for the Holidays practice. Today's class is going to be mainly focused on the front of the body, the torso, and maybe into the front of the legs as well. So to get started, we're going to come into a kneeling position. If you have sensitive knees, please pad the knees with a folded blanket. So place a folded blanket underneath the knees, bringing the knees underneath the hips and the arms and the hands planted flat to the mat, directly under the shoulders, tops of the feet flat to the floor. We're going to inhale, drop the belly, lift the tailbone, lift the chin, coming into cow pose. Exhale, drop the tailbone, curl the back, drop the chin into the chest, coming into cat. 3 more times like that. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the tailbone, lift the chin. Exhale, rounding the back, pushing into the palms of the hands and the tops of the feet, coming into cat. Inhale, return to tabletop. And we're going to take a little spinal balance now. So extending the left arm up and straight in front of you and lifting the right leg back. Maybe your toes can touch a wall like mine, which is cheating, so I'm not going to do that. Bending into the right knee, reach back with the left hand, and you may be quite tall like I am, so you might need to reach around quite far. Take hold of the right foot with the left hand and kick that foot into the left hand, opening up the chest and feeling a little stretch in your quads here in the front of the right leg. One more breath here. And return to that spinal balance nice and slowly. Then plant the left hand followed by the right leg. And we'll just take that to the left side. So extending the left leg, reaching the right arm forwards, bending that left knee, reaching back for the left foot with the right hand, just kicking that foot into the right hand, feeling a stretch here in the front of the left leg, the left quad, maybe the right shoulder in your tiger pose. One more round of breath here. And release hold of the foot, extend the leg, extend the arm and hand, release that leg back down to the mat. And lower yourself all the way down to your belly. And we're going to bring the elbows underneath the shoulders, planting the feet flat and extending the legs straight back behind you, coming into your Sphinx pose. Feeling a little stretch here in the rectus abdominis, in the belly or stomach, and some compression in the lower back. We don't want any pain in the lower back. If it is a bit painful, you can walk the legs out further apart, or you can walk the elbows further forward, out from underneath the shoulders. 3 rounds of breath here. And start to bring the right forearm closer in towards the body, bringing the right palm so it's pointing towards the left side of the mat. And bend into the left knee again, reaching back for this foot with the left hand. And if there's pain in the knees here, you might need to release hold of the foot and bring the legs back to extended and just bring the legs closer together. What we don't want is this left knee starting to go out towards the left side, because that might cause some pain in the knee in this pose. Feeling a stretch here again in the front of the left thigh, the quads, maybe into the left hip as well. Exhale, release that leg, come back through to centre, and this time bring the left forearm in towards the right side of the mat. Bend into the right knee and reach back with your right hand for the right foot, pulling the foot closer in towards the bum, making those adjustments for the knees if necessary. And if this is too intense, remember you can remain in Sphinx. You don't have to take the additional quad stretch. This is all just playing about with the torso of the body. One more round of breath here. Exhale, release hold of the foot and bring the palms so they're stacked one on top of the other, and just rest your forehead down on top of the stacked palms. Two more rounds of breath here in your crocodile pose. Feeling your belly push against the mat on the inhale and release on the exhale. The next inhale, plant the hands underneath the shoulders and push into the hands to come back into tabletop, curling the toes under and sitting the bum down onto the heels. If this is uncomfortable, you can come back down onto the hands and walk the hands back towards the body. In your toe squat, feeling an opening here in the toes, in the feet. 3 rounds of breath here. And inhale, place your hands on your hips and use your core strength to lift your torso and your bum up off your heels, keeping those toes tucked under. Place the hands, the palms of the hands on the lower back, and just allow your pelvis, your hips to push forwards and your upper body to lean back, coming into a supported camel pose. Feeling a stretch here in the chest. If the neck is healthy and you drop the head back, perhaps in the throat, the front of the thighs, the torso. And we don't want any pain in the knees or the lower back here. If there is pain, just back out of the pose slightly. And on the next inhale, you can remain as you are, or you can bring your left arm and hand up and back to the left foot, coming into your half camel and extending this right arm up and back. And you also have the option to take full camel, bringing the right hand back for the right foot. And then place the palms on the lower back, uncurl the toes, and come back down to sit onto the heels, resting the palms of the hands on the knees. Closing the eyes. And you're welcome to come into Shavasana, or you can remain here in this Sesar position, kneeling position, for a brief meditation in silence. And then open the eyes. And thank you so much for your practice today, yogis. I hope to see you on the mat again very soon. Have the best day.